Well, hello, hello. I want to talk to you today about the visioning process. The visioning process that starts to percolate, at least for me, around this time of year, where I'm thinking about the new year and I'm wondering what it is that I want to create next. So I said this in my video last week and I want to underline it. You have visioning, talent, ability, access to a vision. Every single person has that. We all get it differently. It's like intuition, right? It comes through us in a different way. Some people have what seems like psychic. Sometimes I have that. I actually can see something that's going to happen in the future, and I don't know why that is. I remember I did a visioning, it's been almost 20 years now. And in this vision, it was a visualization. So I did a guided visualization. And in the visualization, I saw teenagers in my house. Now, at the time, my kids were grown. Thank you very much. And they were in college or headed to college. So when I looked at this vision, I couldn't, because that was going to be too soon for teenage grandchildren. I really couldn't imagine how this was going to happen because the vision was, I think it was 10 years into the future. Well, I didn't know at the time that I was eventually going to remarry and have stepchildren who were teenagers. That's sometimes how it works. Other times it's very linear. I also include in my visioning things that my mind says this is going to be good for you. I think of those as goals, as, oh, I know I want a certain thing. I want a new house, or I want my job, my work to look different. This is how I want it to be. But even then, so this was just a few years ago, Curtis and I did our visioning, and we put a church right smack dab in the middle of that vision board. We were welcoming people into our own spiritual community because I had just been ordained as an interfaith minister. So this would make sense, right? Well, lo and behold, by the end of that year, that church slowly evolved to be a, a business academy for coaches. But what I love about the visioning process is so that shifted. Sometimes things are really clear and we don't understand. Sometimes they can be very linear. Like when I put that church on the vision board, it made sense, but but then it changed its form and it became a reality. It was my church. It is my church. It's where I bring my teaching and training is in my business academy, and it's spiritual to me because it comes from that divine place, that place where creativity wants to blossom. Our souls want to make something good happen. But it wasn't a church, right? So visioning can go that way. This is why I find it really helpful to use several tools. So I'm going to name a couple of the tools that I use for my visioning. One is the guided visualization. And if you would like, I have a recorded guided visualization. I'd be happy to send it to you. Just one that I recorded, and it's a nice one to kind of get those juices rolling. So guided visualization. I like a vision board. I'm going to talk more about that in another video. I'm just naming them now. That's a really great one. Writing a vision story where you go, so today is the last day of 2021 and I'm looking back over my year. If you watched my video last week, I'm doing my year in review. That's a really great exercise, is to actually write a story. And my microphone's doing a wonky thing. So those are just a couple of tools. I like to also just dream. So just dream. I take dreamy time at the end of the year where I'm just kind of meandering, taking walks and thinking about what is it that's most important to me that I want to grow and bring forward, and listening to that inner wisdom, because that's where the juiciest, yummiest part of our visions come, when we really dive into that inner vision, that inner wisdom that shows us our vision. So starting with cleaning out the closet of the past year, that's where you want to begin, and clues will start coming to you. as you clear out the past year and you start using some of these tools. You might just want to sit down with a journal and just start, doodling. Wow, when I look back at what's happened already, what are some clues I already have? All right. And I have a webinar coming up soon, December 17th. It's filling up. If you'd like a special invite to do the looking back at your past year, because I'm also going to do a retreat in January, a virtual retreat, let me know. Give me a message. I'll send you a personal invitation. Okay. Bye for now.